Monkey is dating a mate who confuses her. He says he loves her on Monday. He goes cold on Thursday. Monkey has checked her phone 47 times this week. He hasn't replied since this morning. But Monkey did nothing. Her childhood is picking this mate for her. Most monkeys think dating is about chemistry. It isn't. Monkey learned how to choose love when she was 3 years old. In a kitchen she doesn't even remember. There are 4 ways a brain learns to love. By the end of this video, Monkey will know which one keeps making her fall for the same mate in different bodies. 1. The programming. Monkey was 3 years old. Her big monkeys were arguing in the kitchen. One walked out mid-sentence. The other didn't follow. Monkey watched both. Nobody hugged her. Nobody explained. The fridge buzzed. The clock ticked. Monkey stood there holding half a banana. Nobody asked if she wanted to share it. That was her first lesson about love. She wasn't learning the words for it yet. She was learning a rule about what love is and what to expect from it. That rule got carved into her brain before she could even question it. Scientists call this an attachment template, the blueprint Monkey's brain uses for every relationship she'll ever have. Brain make rule, rule stay forever. Monkey grow up, rule still run. There are 4 templates. Most monkeys are running one without knowing. And the wiring most monkeys are built to chase straight into heartbreak comes next. 2. The anxious wiring. Monkey is at her best friend's wedding. Mate said he'd text when he landed. It's been 5 hours. Monkey is in the bathroom refreshing the chat between dance songs. 3 guests asked if she's okay. She said she's fine. She's not fine. The chat still says delivered from this morning. Monkey has refreshed the chat 23 times tonight. She has typed 3 messages and deleted them all. She has Googled, why doesn't he text back, twice. The 3rd result is a Mr. Hussey video she's already watched. This is anxious wiring. When Monkey was small, the big monkeys who raised her were sometimes warm, sometimes cold, sometimes there, sometimes gone. Her brain learned this rule. Love is unpredictable, so I have to track it constantly. 23 years later, the same brain is tracking mate's every pause, every emoji, every minute he doesn't reply, and every time mate goes quiet, Monkey's brain releases cortisol. Same chemical as physical threat, heart rate up, stomach tight, brain in danger mode from a delayed text. So Monkey does what her brain learned to do at 3. She chases, she overtexts, she apologizes for things she didn't do. She gives bananas and bananas and bananas just to feel safe, and the bananas never come back equal. And mate, watching her chase, starts to back away. The same wiring runs in she-monkeys and he-monkeys the same way. The brain doesn't care which one you are. 3. The avoidant mate. Mate is at dinner with Monkey's parents. Monkey reaches under the table for his hand. Mate squeezes back, smiles at her dad, tells a funny story, looks like a perfect boyfriend. That night, Mate cancels their weekend trip. He says he needs space. Monkey doesn't understand. Nothing happened. Dinner was perfect. Something did happen. Mate's brain registered a threat. Closeness. When Mate was small, the big monkeys who raised him were distracted, critical, or just absent. He reached for love and they didn't reach back. So his brain learned a different rule. Needing love gets me hurt, so I won't need it. Now, the moment Monkey gets close, Mate's brain treats it as suffocation. Same closeness Monkey feels as love, Mate's brain reads as drowning. So Mate pulls back, goes quiet, says he needs space, not because he doesn't care, because his brain doesn't know what to do when someone cares back. Here's the part nobody talks about. Mate isn't avoiding Monkey. He's avoiding what Monkey makes him feel. And the more bananas Monkey gives, the further Mate runs. 4. The trap. Anxious monkeys don't fall for avoidant monkeys by accident. Avoidant monkeys don't fall for anxious monkeys by accident. Their brains were built to find each other. Monkey walks into a party. The kind available monkey at the bar feels boring. The avoidant monkey in the corner feels electric. That spike monkey feels is dopamine. Same chemical that makes monkey scroll tactic at 1 a.m. The brain doesn't release it for safe. It releases it for uncertain. The avoidant monkey scans the same party. The kind available monkey feels too easy. Monkey feels familiar. Familiar like the big monkeys who were sometimes there, sometimes gone. They lock eyes. Monkey thinks it's chemistry. It isn't chemistry. It's two wounded brains recognizing each other. 6 weeks later, monkey sends a banana every morning. Mate replies with half a banana at 3:47 p.m. Monkey plans the weekend. Mate says he'll let her know Friday. Monkey says she misses him. Mate says he's been swamped at work. 3 months later, monkey is crying in her car, wondering what's wrong with her. Mate is texting his friend, wondering why she's so much. Monkey has 47 unread tabs on attachment theory. She's read attached twice. She has highlighted 3 avoidant red flags from a TED Talk. She's still dating the avoidant. Neither one is the villain. Both brains are running the program they were given before they could speak. 5. The secure mate monkey rejected. Here's the part that hurts. Most monkeys have dated a secure mate at some point. His name was something simple. He texted back when he said he would. He brought her bananas every Sunday morning. He showed up at her sister's birthday without complaining. He met her parents and didn't make it weird. He said, "I love you" by the 3rd month and meant it. And monkey ghosted him after 8 weeks. She told her friends he was boring. There was no spark. She wasn't feeling it. But this is what was actually happening. Secure mate said good morning. Monkey didn't feel anything. Secure mate brought her bananas on Sunday. Monkey didn't feel anything. Secure mate said, "I love you." Monkey didn't feel anything. Then one of her avoidant exes texted, "Hey stranger" at 11 p.m. and her chest exploded. Secure mate wasn't boring. Monkey's brain just wasn't trained to recognize love that doesn't hurt. When secure mate was small, the big monkeys who raised him were steady. Warm when warm was needed. Firm when firm was needed. Predictable. His brain learned, love is reliable, so I don't have to perform for it. The secure mate is the rarest of the 4 wirings, and monkey keeps ghosting him for the version of love that feels like home, because home felt like chaos. 6. The brunch and the 4th wiring. Monkey is at brunch with her best friend. Best friend asks what attachment wiring she thinks she is. Monkey says she's pretty secure, maybe a little anxious sometimes. Her relationship is fine. Mate is fine. Mate's text comes in. Maybe tomorrow. Monkey checks her phone 4 times in 90 seconds. Replies, deletes it, types something softer, sends, scrolls fake book between checks. The algorithm shows her 3 couples in love. Best friend is still smiling at her. Here's the question monkey never asks herself. Not what's wrong with mate. What's wrong with how she keeps choosing him? Most monkeys watch a video like this and diagnose mate. He's avoidant. He's the problem. Forward this video to a friend. Read 3 books on his wiring. But monkey's brain doesn't change because she figured out mate's wiring. Monkey's brain changes when she sees her own. If a monkey checks her phone every 90 seconds when mate goes quiet, that's anxious wiring. If a monkey feels relieved when plans get canceled and stressed when mate wants more closeness, that's avoidant wiring. If a monkey wants love and pushes it away in the same week, that's disorganized wiring. The 4th wiring is the one most monkeys never get diagnosed. The disorganized monkey holds out a banana, then pulls it back, then offers it again, then hides it before mate can take it. Brain make oxytocin, then brain make fear, then brain make shame. All from one hug. She doesn't recognize herself. Neither does anyone dating her. If a monkey feels calm when mate is busy, that's secure wiring, and that's rare. The point isn't a clean label. The point is to see the pattern that's been picking monkey's mates for her. 7. The rewire. Now, the hopeful part. Monkey's attachment wiring is not a personality trait. It's a pattern, and patterns can change. Scientists call this earned secure attachment. Monkeys with anxious, avoidant, or disorganized childhoods who rewire towards secure through awareness and slow practice. The brain monkey has now is not the brain she'll have in 2 years. Rewiring looks different for each wiring. Here are 3 examples. If monkey runs anxious wiring, it's Tuesday night. Mate hasn't texted in 6 hours. Old monkey would have spiraled. New monkey notices her chest spike, names it. This is my anxious wiring, not a threat. Puts her phone in the other room and finishes her book chapter. Mate texts at 9 p.m. with a banana. Monkey doesn't reply for an hour, not as a game, because she was reading. The banana didn't disappear. If monkey runs avoidant wiring, it's Friday. Mate wants to spend the whole weekend together. The old wiring would have invented work to escape. New monkey notices the discomfort, names it, and stays. The weekend feels long. Brain doesn't break. If monkey keeps rejecting safety, it's a 3rd date. The secure mate is kind, present, slightly boring. The old wiring would have ghosted by Monday. New monkey notices the whisper. There's no spark. Recognizes it as the program and asks for a 4th date anyway. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. The brain learns by repetition. Old pattern weakens, new pattern strengthens. Slowly, but it works. The brain rewired itself in childhood over years. Rewiring it back also takes years. But every secure relationship that ever existed was built by 2 monkeys who chose to stay past the boredom. 8. The choice. Monkey didn't choose her wiring. A small monkey did in a kitchen, watching how love worked between her big monkeys. Monkey didn't pick her first avoidant mate either. The small monkey did, looking for love that felt familiar instead of love that felt safe. But the small monkey isn't picking anymore. Monkey is. The next mate monkey meets isn't going to feel electric. He's not going to give her the spike. He's going to offer bananas without asking what's in return. And monkey's brain is going to whisper, "This isn't love, this is boring." That whisper is the small monkey, still scared, still running the old rule, still standing in the kitchen holding half a banana. The day monkey hears the whisper and stays anyway is the day the program ends. So which wiring did you recognize while watching this? Not in your mate, in yourself. Drop it in the comments. The first monkey to see her own pattern is the first one to break it.